Hi everyone. So I'm here to answer a couple of questions posted at Mondays with Marlon. So first question is, I've been doing 100 push-ups and 200 squats every day. Is that good enough? Okay. So 100 push-ups and 200 bodyweight squats is relative. Okay. So if a person A is a highly trained athlete, sometimes yung 100 push-ups and 200 bodyweight squats may be not enough to induce the training effect that you want. Now, for example, you're a beginner and you're doing 100 push-ups and 200 squats every day. That may be sufficient for whatever goal that you're trying to achieve. And the most important thing to remember is whenever you're doing body weight exercises or exercises that uses improvised implements, let's say weighted backpacks, water gallons, books, or whatever, the most important thing to remember to maximize the training effects of whatever you're doing is to perform the set in such a way na malapit ka na mag-fail or you're gonna touch a little bit of failure. So, for example, if you're saying to me that you're doing 100 push-ups, but you can do, let's say, 120 push-ups more, 120 push-ups. So you're not maximizing whatever returns that you can get from doing those 100 push-ups. So it doesn't matter if you're a beginner or it also doesn't matter if you're a highly trained athlete. The point here is to, whenever you do a set, let's say of a push-up, to get the most out of it, you have to stick as close to failure or sometimes fail. So I think right now, since improvised yung training natin. So I think that's gonna be enough for your exercise routine to have a positive impact. Okay, second question. How can us powerlifters maintain as much strength as possible for our squat, bench press, and deadlift? Okay, so before I proceed with the answer, you always have to remember that training or exercise does three things. It's either stimulating. When you say stimulating, basically you're trying to say is training stimulus is it's gonna cause you to have gains. When you say retaining, training stimulus is enough to maintain whatever you have, whatever fitness level that you have. When you say detraining, this means you're gonna incur some losses. So these losses can be brought about by complete stoppage from training or insufficient training stimulus. Ngayon, powerlifters are having a dilemma since most of us don't have access to barbell, the common implements that we use. So the trick right now is for you to be able to maintain muscle mass. How do you do that? So first and foremost, you still have to train. Second, you have to eat sufficient protein. Now, in terms of training, what I can suggest is for you to perform exercise volume in such a way that you're gonna stick as close as possible to failure, or sometimes have a touch of failure in your program. So when we're talking about failure, let's say relatively you can do 50 push-ups in one go. You're gonna stop maybe around at 48, 47. So that's yun ang isa sa mga drawback ng bodyweight exercises. You really have to work very hard for you to be able to get the most out of it. Second, in terms of protein, stick with your protein macros, since also you can adjust in such a way na bawasan mo yung ibang macros mo since you're not that active. So this for us to prevent gaining undesirable weight. So to answer your question directly, exercise close to failure or doing failure sets and eat sufficient protein. Okay, third question. Not a fitness question, coach, but what's the first thing you'll do once lockdown is lifted? First thing I will do is I'm gonna set up maybe a Thanksgiving dinner or lunch with my friends and family. Okay, this quarantine has showed us that the most important things in life are not material things. It's all about our relationships with other people. Ngayon, yun yung unang tinanggal sa atin nung quarantine, yung actual na interaction with those people. So it makes sense that the moment na mawala na, ma-lift na tong lockdown, that's the first thing that you're gonna do. para lang ma-rekindle yung relationships natin, makamusta natin sila, makukwentuhan natin sila kung ano yung naging experience nila during the lockdown. It's very important kasi it puts things into perspective eh. So once that is over and done with, then I can what I'm gonna do is try to structure my day as close as possible do sa normal routine ko before the lockdown. Pero if you're gonna ask me, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna meet my friends and family after the lockdown is lifted. Okay, our fourth question is what home gym equipment should I buy during this quarantine? Okay, so I can suggest if you have the money and if you have the space, first thing that you should buy is a power rack. Okay, power rack with the Olympic bar, an adjustable bench, and weight plates. If you have those four, good to go ka na. You basically cover every basic need ng isang trainee. Mako-cover mo na doon. Now, if you don't have the space or the money or both, next best thing is to buy a pair of adjustable dumbbells. Hindi yung fixed ha. Wag kayong bibili nung fixed dumbbell because as you get stronger, you're just gonna outgrow those things. Okay? Nasasayang lang. Bumili kayo ng adjustable dumbbell na merong weight plates. Okay? With dumbbells, ang maganda kasi with dumbbells, it's very flexible. You can do hundreds of exercises with it. At the same time, since meron kang adjustable plates, adjustable yung dumbbell mo, you can your equipment can grow with you. So hindi siya magiging waste over time. Now, if short talaga tayo sa budget, so the next best thing na mabili mo is yung resistance bands. With the resistance band, meron ka ding amount of flexibility. However, ang drawback lang ng nun is yung resistance na maproprovide niya sa'yo. If you have the money and space, a rack, a bar, an adjustable bench, and the plates. If you don't have the space, a pair of adjustable dumbbells. Now, if you really don't have the budget or the space, resistance bands are the next best thing.